Welcome everybody back for another top fives, the ASX Exchange Traded Funds. This is our daily horizon view. The date is the 6th of the 3rd, 2019, and we are crack the sky. We had the All Ordinaries up today by 1.5%. We closed out at 6,326.8 points. Commodities today were a mix. Copper and iron ore and silver up a little, along with platinum, and then we had the mix in the oil and gas. So top 5 percentage rises for today. We had GEAR, it's a GEAR Australian Equity Fund. That one tracks the S&P ASX 200. Then we had ESGI. That one's an international sustainability equity ETF. So it's a passive managed strategy for investing directly in international tech companies. After that we had Asia. So Asia's our top 50 technology and online retail stocks in Asia. Followed by IZZ, which is our China large cap stocks. One's issued by iShares. Up after that we had IMKT, which is our VanEck Vector's MSCI Multi-Factor Emerging Markets Equity, so ETF. Following up our percentage falls, we had physical palladium, so that one's held by HSBC Bank in USA. Then we had drug. It's our global healthcare ETF issued by Beta Shares. That's currency hedged and it tracks the Nasdaq Global Healthcare Index, and that one's ex-Australia. Up after that we had Bear. So that's our equity bear hedged fund. So that one generates returns from a negative correlation to the ASX. So we had HJPN. So that's our Beta Shares Wisdom Japan ETF. That one's currency hedged as well. Just looks at Japanese market. Up after that we had IHOO. That one tracks global 100, and that one's hedged to Australian dollar. So pretty much that one's an index composed of 100 largest global equities. That one pays a decent dividend actually, roughly 7.94%. We had our top $5 rises. First up we had SPY, which is our State Street Spider S&P 500 ETF. Up after that we had iShares Asia 50. That one tracks the top 50 companies in Asia. Followed by IZZ, and that's a iShares China Large Cap ETF. Followed by VGE, which is the Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets ETF. We had A200, which is our Beta Shares Australia ETF, and that one tracks the less known Sol Active Australian 200 index. Following that up now with our top $5 dollar falls, we had our physical palladium ETF, so that one has physical palladium stored in HSBC Bank in USA. And that one's followed by IVV, which is our iShares S&P 500 ETF. That's one of the bigger ones on the exchange. We had IHVV, which is the hedged variant of IVV. Up after that, we had IJH. So IJH is a S&P mid-cap 400. So that one just tracks some mid-cap stocks in the States. Up after that, we had IH00. Once again, that's our iShares Global 100, which tracks the 100 largest companies globally. Next up, we had our top 5 number of trades. See what's been happening today. No surprises. IVV is quite popular today, so 380 trades. Not really a great deal of change in price, so pretty stable. ITS, which is the US total market ETF issued by Vanguard. Up next, we had iShares MSCI Emerging Markets. So that one tracks 21 emerging markets. Way to get emerging market exposure quite cheaply and quickly. VAS, which is our Australian shares index. So that's the Vanguard. And that one tracks the S&P ASX 300. That one was followed up by VEU, which is our Vanguard All World ex-America index. Top 5 for volume today, we had Bill. So Bill tracks diversified portfolio of high quality short-term money market instruments, and that one's issued by iShares. Followed up by NDQ, which is our BetaShares Nasdaq 100 ETF, tracks the top 100 stocks on the Nasdaq in America. Up after that, we had USD, which is our BetaShares US dollar ETF. Following up, we had China New, so that is the MSCI market grade for China New Economy Index. Followed up by AAA, and as mentioned quite a few times now, so AAA is our high interest cash ETF. So we had a bit of currency running through today with Bill and AAA, plus the US dollar as well. Top on value, so we're going to see some of the big guys again. So Bill, that's our iShares Core Cash ETF. Followed up by IXL. IXL is the Global Consumer Staples ETF. Up after that, we had IEM. So once again, IEM's our Emerging Markets ETF issued by iShares. So you got exposure to 21 emerging markets in that index. Then we had followed up by AAA. So that's our BetaShares Australia High Interest Cash ETF. Then we had IBL. So IBL is a new one for me, I think. iShares Government Inflation ETF. So that one invests in investment grade fixed income securities, so Australian federal and state government bonds and whatnot. So, I mean, there was quite a lot of value went through today for Bill. So we had $25 million went through the system today. Quite a lot of people looking for a place to park their cash. As always, this is information, really just to give you a flavour of what's happening on the day to day, ups and downs and sideways in the market. I think that the ETF investing is going to become something that's much more important for the average person in the years going forward. So it's always good to get an idea of what's actually happening in the market from a day-to-day perspective. So really we're looking at financial education, so we want to be cracking a financial sky and be better than better. So if you think it's worthwhile, give us a like and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Thanks.